Ball garland, ball garland, ball garland, bar garland, ball garland. Welcome back to the channel for Christmasing. I'm Jeanna Loves Christmas. I feel underdressed like I should be in a ball gown because Christmasers, this is your ball. The ball garland, I promised you this full tutorial. It was relatively impossible when you asked, but now this is your moment. This is the moment. The ball garland that started all this was originally designed for a very small staircase that needed a big wow factor. I mean, I felt it needed the wow factor, and that did it. The next year, I moved the ball garland, extended it, and created it around an arched mirror. You lost your minds. You wanted to recreate it immediately. It was like mid-November. The ornaments were gone. Some of you succeeded. Some of you not so much, but we're not giving up. Here's the full tutorial of how to get the 3D ball garland hung on the wall and not have it fall down. I'm not actually allowed to use the drill. It was captured on a reel last Halloween, so you can find the reason why. Kyle will help with that part. You need to put holes into your home to hold up your garlands. The garlands are very, very heavy. If it looks heavy, it's because it is. This is a 3 3/4 inch fish hook, and it's going in the wall. Now, I can't put holes in my wall. Yes, you can. Nobody else in the house has to know. How many people are gonna come home and be like, I see you put a hole over the mirror. No one's gonna see. No one's gonna know. Optimally, you're gonna look for a stud. They make a little stud finder for that. We'll find studs, we're gonna hang our garland. This garland's gonna hang a little different. I'm gonna do a swoop, and it's gonna come right down because not everybody has an arched mirror, so I think a rectangular is more common. Now that we're situated with the anchors in the wall, my 20-inch base garland is going to be what anchors my ball garland together. Without the anchor, the base is just gonna fall apart. So we need to hold it together, and I'm gonna use my strongest garland for that. This design's going to have a little tail coming up, so I'm gonna tuck it where I want it, and I'm gonna zip it into place. I'm going to fluff the garland just a little so my shape is intact of where I'm going with this. And I'm gonna grab another piece. I'm like, I just was about to be really lazy. I'm like, it's so cute just like this. Let's not go all the way down. No, I'm fully committed. I'm fully committed. I'm gonna go up about 6 inches before I connect these because I want a solid overlap on the base. And then I'm gonna marry the branches with a twist so it'll look like one piece. I'm gonna bring down. Now, if this was staying here forever, we know it's not, I just covered a light switch, we would put one more hole right here and connect it to the wall. I'm gonna bend this garland at the bottom where I want it to touch the floor. I'm gonna overlap it just a little bit. That was the hard part. Now we're going back to preschool. Remember when we used to make little macaroni necklaces or little beaded necklaces? That's what we're doing, but we're going to use ornaments. You ask often, what wire do I use? And I answer the same every time. I'm sure you don't like my answer. I say it's a personal preference. I like 24 gauge wire. I'm using 22 gauge wire, and I'm using 26 gauge, all 3 gauges. So it is a personal preference. Get what you like in your hands and use it. For the macaroni ornament garland necklace, I'm going to use the 22 gauge. It's a little heavier, and I think for that purpose, we need something heavier. When I start to wire the ornaments into the ball garland, like I'm gonna use little tails, I'm gonna use the 26, so I'm gonna hop around a little bit. The snap wire I love because when I'm on the ladder or I'm working, it's very easy to grab and it's not like messy and all over the place. We're going to start with a 36-inch strand, 36, right here, boom. That's 36 inches from like the middle of your chest to the tip of your fingers. Learning something new every day. To start, this is like, there's a reason I didn't want to make this. Christmasers, I can't see. I hit 46, now I'm 47, and I literally can't see anything. All vision lost. I'm gonna keep a 6-foot tail. I'm going to wrap it around. I want to keep that tail, I need it. And you're gonna need yours too. And that's going to be how my macaroni ball garland is going to be stopped. Now I'm gonna use some of my smallers to build the top part because we need it a little bit lighter in weight. Just as simple as this. I mean, it's like, there's a reason they have preschoolers build this. There's a reason the preschoolers lace this up because they're the only ones who can see. Oh, you didn't think it was gonna be that funny until you had to do it in front of everybody, Jeanna. No, you didn't. Using all my smallers. You really need to use shatterproof. If you're like, oh, I'm just gonna do it with glass little baubles, don't do that. It's not safe. Creating something very 3D, filling it in as I go. Let me look at it. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm so focused on getting them on there. Yep, that's what it looks like. Let me keep it going. Christmasers, I'm always humbled whenever I have to do something for you. I always am. In my younger years, I had the best vision. So if you have really great vision and right now you're just feeling sorry for me, just saying, in my younger years, this would have just taken me a second. Okay, it's a foot. It's where I'm going with this one. All smaller ornaments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's about 12 ornaments there. Some of these are bigger. I have up to 5 inches. 5 inches as small as 2 inches. When we finish, we're gonna wrap it around the same way we did at the bottom so that we have a secure ending on both sides. Wish me luck. Okay, I'm going to take one end, and this is going right into the heart of my garland. You have to muscle it in there sometimes. You need it to go right around that middle, not one of the outer branches. We need it secure. Once you get a full wrap around, then you can meet it at its center cord of the ball garland and wrap it around a few times like you would an ornament. So I'm going to explain that. So the garland has a center, a heart, one wire coming down, and then all little garland branches coming off. And the ball garland has a center wire. And then we're going to take the end of the ball garland. We're gonna wrap it around the heart center wire of our garland, and we're gonna make it tight. One time, all the way around. Then take that tail to the heart wire of the ball garland and wrap it around that. So now it's doubly connected. The hearts are connected just like this, okay? We don't want this to fall down. We need it really connected. It's also gonna make it hang tighter, and that just looks better. And why would we do this if it wasn't gonna look the best? As fun as it was to do the first one in real time, I'm gonna zip through this. I will stop with anything important you need to know. Bringing in my second piece, I'm going to marry it into the first piece. We want just a little bit of overlap, and that's what creates that really 3D effect. I tucked it behind, and I'm going to actually loop the wire around a different part, the other part of the ball garland. So I looped the wire around the heart, but then I took the longer wire and I wrapped it around this ornament. So now my ball garland is married without actually being attached. That way it's gonna stay close together and it's not going to come apart. So as you can see, I started using some larger ornaments now that I'm getting to a point that can handle the weight a little bit better. So we have weight up here because it's where the garland is. We have weight up here, so this is the distribution of weight. So now that I'm in the middle, I can add a little weight because there's something to hold on to it as I can add weight coming down. Overlapping. The overlap's how we get that luxe look. I'm gonna use my roll wire now, and I'm going to attach. So you see I have a little separation here. I don't wanna let that continue. I'm going to attach these together, give it a twist, and then get it into the heart of the garland. Looking at this from the profile, it comes out and then it goes in. And to get that profile that makes it like boom, you have to do that intricate wire work in the middle of what you're doing. You can't just lace the sections together. You have to pay attention to what you're doing and then build off of it. That's why it's art. I mean, it's almost a foot. When you're using your bigger ornaments where there's more weight, you can make the end strand a little bit shorter because you're gonna wanna make sure these are well supported. My garland just got a little higher, but as you're designing, you can create your own shape. My favorite part of this ball garland is all of this dimension. And this ball garland is going to sit like the 12-foot tree, if you know, you know, the one, the big entry, that's what lives in front of this. But she's gonna compete. It's almost not fair to the tree. When I came in with this piece, I came again over the top, continuing to create that texture and dimension. If I just met them right where I ended them, it wouldn't do this. Okay, I'm done with the base of the ball garland. Allegedly, you could not see what I was doing because the containers were in the way. So we moved them for you. I'm gonna go in next with my largest ornament. This is a 12-inch ornament. If you were wondering what that looks like, it looks like this. And I'm gonna go into the bottom and I'm gonna tuck it in, and then I'm gonna layer some 8-inchers. That's what this one looks like on top. And I'm gonna work my way up until I hit my ball garland. Then I'm gonna go in with some singles, with some trios, maybe some doubles, no rules right now. And I'm gonna fill in all these holes you're seeing that you didn't think you'd see, because this is art. You don't just wire it up like your little macaroni necklace and call it a day. We're not in preschool anymore. Now we're going into finishing school. If my ball garland was going to rate me, I think that she'd be like, she's a 5 out of 5. She never gave up. I had to work the bottom to get that stacking going on. These are slippery, they're round. You just don't stop. There's no way to do it. There's no like the best way, just don't stop. It's the best way. Now I'm going in with singles, the doubles maybe, some triples, whatever I want. I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna go all the way up, and then we're gonna frost her. Adding in the trios and the singles and the doubles, I'm creating a cozier environment, and that's even making it pop out more. And the rippling effect is exactly what I was going for. I have this little spot on the side. I feel like I could use just a little mini ball garland, so I'm gonna make one. Again, who's making the rules? You are. I stated this in one of the recent videos, but when I decorate, I often close my eyes, because when your eyes are closed, your senses are heightened, and I need my sense of touch to be heightened right now because I can't see what I'm doing. I don't need my eyes. I can stare at this all day long, but if my eyes are closed, I can just feel it better. You know what you're doing. Your fingers know how to twist. You don't need to look at that. The ornaments are done to my liking. Now you know why there are so many baked goods during the holidays, because the Christmas thing is so much exercise. I'm going in next with what I'm gonna call the frosting. Let me go get it. Most of my picks are gonna be this flock pick with a little pine cone from Sullivan's. I'm gonna pop these in, make some shapes. Oh, see what just happened there? Oh, yeah, see? We needed her. Boom. So when I pop my pick in, it snugged into the ornaments, and it made my ball garland even a little bit tighter. I'm gonna open them and I'm gonna pop them, but I'm only gonna pop them just a tiny bit because I don't want them super poppy. Just like that. feel like I'm gonna round her down. I also have some of these little baby picks. These were a giant pick and I just cut them down, but I'm gonna add them in just to fill in more of the gap. And if your picks are wild, just trim them. It's like little haircuts. This brought out the texture to meet what's happening over here. So now, we just took a haircut and we made it a really good one. That's so good. I didn't really need that part, so that actually worked out well. I sort my picks and such by flocking, greenery, style, and this is just an excess box I have. So I'm just gonna trim off pieces and pop them in there. So I have my base picks and then I'm just gonna have a lot of little, they're the extras, the things you're like, do I need that still? And the answer is always, yes you do. I'm gonna go ahead and cut a few of my Sullivan's picks, and you can cut yours too. Once you buy them, you can do whatever you want with them. I wanna carry this texture all the way down. Christmasers, I would not have made this for anybody but you. I always have a ball with you. Questions? You can see me on Instagram. Are you not following me on Instagram? Hang out with me in the Christmasers daily. Subscribe because we're just getting started. Thank you for Christmasing with me today.